So I was putting together some training. This training is in our community. It's for our paid members, but I wanted to show you um, a little bit of proof that you can actually start a newsletter from scratch with no social media following whatsoever, and you can grow it to 100 subscribers. Because I think there's a lot of people out there that aren't getting started because they doubt that this actually works. So I was putting together sort of the introduction to this paid training that you can get if you're a member of our community, not a free member, but a paid member. And I just wanted to talk you through it just so you can see actually how easy this is to get started. So just before Christmas 2023, we started a case study newsletter. And the whole point of this thing was to test, would people read a 100% generated AI newsletter? So what we did was we created a prompt. This prompt was huge. It was, easily over 400 words in this thing. And what we did was we used this prompt in order to craft our entire newsletter for us. Headers, the different sections, the information to put in all the different sections, the whole thing. And we did this in free ChatGPT as well. That was the other thing that we were testing. Is the quality good enough in the free version? Because I know a lot of you who watch these videos don't have a huge amount of money to invest. So we created that with ChatGPT. We ran the newsletter for a couple of months. I think we started publishing it around November into December. And what was great about this little experiment was not only were we getting subscribers, but the open rate stayed high in sort of the high 50s, so around about 50%, which is awesome, which proved that you can get subscribers and people will open your emails if they are AI generated. So then what we did was we just kept publishing the newsletter. Obviously, our readers are there. We want to serve them. So this newsletter was actually going out 3 times a week. And the AI prompt was giving us about 500 words. So all we had to do was just put in one extra sentence. So it would be like, now create me a newsletter about X, X being whatever the topic was. And then it would write the entire newsletter for us. Now, that would take obviously seconds to create. Then it would just be a case of cutting and pasting it into Beehive, scheduling it, and then it would go out to the subscriber list. And as I said, we were doing that 3 times a week. Completely organic growth method. So we started off with lead magnets, and we've talked a lot about lead magnets on the channel, and that's why we're using this data here within this training on lead magnets. But what we did was we kind of left it alone for January, February, didn't really do a huge amount on it. The lead magnets were out there. They were bringing in a slow trickle of subscribers. We proved our point that our open rate stayed high when we had AI generated content. And so we came back to this around about, as you can see, late February time, because we wanted to test out new methods that you could do if you had no money, but you've got access to ChatGPT, you've got access to social media, you've got absolutely no social media following. What can you do that will get you subscribers? So we started to test out different methods on different newsletters that we run in this kind of like small case study way. We don't want to use our following in order to boost these things up. We didn't want to spend any money. Obviously, when we talk to clients, we say, money is going to get you your subscriber list growing fastest. But we know, like I said, a lot of you're doing this outside your 9 to 5. You want to do this in the cheapest way possible to start with. So you can see this point here. We started testing a new strategy, and I'm going to be talking about this in our members area of our community as well. But we tested this down here, and you can see the growth that we've had. Again, all we've been doing is putting out these 3 newsletters a week. And you can see in under a month, we've nearly doubled the number of subscribers on this tiny newsletter for very, very little work. I must say it was very easy to put this strategy together and then execute it. So, like I said, there's loads and loads of stuff in here that we're providing our members, but I just wanted to make this video to give you a little bit of hope, to give you a little bit of encouragement that you can grow for free. You can use lead magnets, that they will 100% work. You can use loads and loads of organic free strategies in order to be able to grow your newsletter and get this kind of growth without having to spend money. And you don't have to do a newsletter 3 times a week. You can do it once a week. You can do it once a month. As long as your lead magnets are good, people will come. As long as the value you're providing is good, people will come and subscribe. And then what will happen is that you can use AI to create it, and then you'll be able to get to the point where you can talk about sponsorship deals, you can talk about monetization and actually earning from your newsletter. So hopefully this video was useful. It will give you that encouragement that you need in order to get started. Remember, if you want to check out our free course, you can see it on the screen now. 5 hours of completely free training that will get you started with your newsletter business, and we'll see you in the next one.